Alright, this is Calibos, and we are playing Stoneblock 2. So, when we last left off, we were doing Ender IO, trying to make sag mills and stuff like that. So, it's going to be pretty easy to arrange, actually. So if we do... we've already got the recipe for the machine chassis. Now, if you look, there's actually a couple of different machine chassis in here. And in order to make the enhanced ones, we have to make the industrial die blend and smelt everything, and it's crazy, and the die blend is nuts. So, that's that. This is... the die blend is kind of a silly add-on that they're... I'm not sure why they did it. Probably just to make trouble. Anyway, lapis. We have a little bit of lapis. So let's grind some lapis. So now we can go ahead and say, if we do this, that 1 lapis equals 1 crushed lapis, and we'll do it here. Now, I'm kind of wondering if we don't need to do this in a slightly different manner. And we'll just have to see, like, if we get more than 9 crushing recipes, then we're going to have to reorganize this a little bit. So these are fine. We're never really going to get more. We're probably not going to get too many for the enriching factory. So uses, enrichment chamber. So that's fine, we don't care about that. Don't care about that. So yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that we're super excited about as far as this goes. Oh, cool. You can make gravel back into cobble. Alright, that's cool. Nothing in there that we need to care about. So we don't have to worry about the enriching factory, but we crush a lot of things. So I may rearrange this slightly so that it works better depending on how many more recipes we get. So the green organic dye. We pretty much need to do clippings and trimmings and slime balls, or eggs, which we'll take that, and clippings and trimmings. Clippings and trimmings we get by putting, you know, various plant-related things in the sag mill. So we can actually 30%. 15 cactus is guaranteed. Do we have a cactus farm? So let's do this with cactus, because cactus is guaranteed and we can farm cactus forever. So looking at cactus, We have cactus greens, but we don't have cactus seeds. So let's get some sand. And let's do cactus things. Just cactus things. Alright. So let's run over and... Come on. Oh, what's over here? I knew that. I knew that. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and pop it here. Pull this out, put sand in, cactus. Boom, cactus. Now we're going to run back to our storage facility of doom here. We need a drawer. We'll take one of these. Oh, we've got one. So let's actually put this here. And this has no upgrades, so we'll put a void upgrade in it for now. And it should be locked already. So cactus, we'll pull these all out, put it back in. And now there should be cactus in there. Sweet. So cactus has a location. Now we need to build a sag mill. Now we're kind of going to have to bootstrap ourselves into this. So we know how to build the simple chassis. And we have that. Now we have a simple sag mill already. We've got 3 of them and simple alloy smelters. So that's pretty helpful. So in order to do this, let's see, we need a, what are they called? Point. Points. So for the moment, I'm just going to put it here. We're going to put on more power. And we're going to go that and that. Oh, that reminds me. We may have an issue. It's not a super big issue. And it's a thing that I kind of forgot that I was going to do. Metallurgic infuser can go away now. We have that. So this is kind of like running out of power. Fuel specifically it's running out of. Put that in there. So you'll notice that we have these redstone ports. Now, we need a, let's see if it's in here. Infinity power is low. Whatever. Do we have the red net? So I don't remember exactly what it's called. So what I'm looking for, and this is kind of a, I thought it was RedNet. What is our uranium and yellorium looking at like right now anyway? So we have 10,000. Okay, so I'm going to do this differently because I don't really care. So what I was going to do was I was going to set up a thing. So what I was looking at was, oh, Project Red, that's what it's called. Project Red. See if I can recognize it. Item responder. Wait a minute. Is this logistics pipes? Oh my gosh, this is looking seriously like logistics pipes. I'm going to play with this. You guys are going to have to suffer through this. I may not do it right just this moment, but oh my gosh, we're doing this. Do we have red alloy ingots? Red alloy ingots. So we need to cook these, and I need to get a whatchamacallit. I need to set up some Wi-Fi in the generator room. So I'm not actually sure that this will work, but we'll find out. Okay, it's not going to work. Dang it. So, there was a cabling thing I would do, and I thought it was RedNet or whatever. Problem is, every time something changes, like they change the mod, like going up a version from 1.7.10 to 1.12 or 1.14, the name changes, and so I lose track of which mod is which and what we're doing with it. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to set up, because you can set this up to change the control rod, and then so it won't connect. But I was trying to set it to connect these two, so I could say check the battery here, so outputs the battery. And then I tell it to invert that signal, and then I set the insertion equal to the inverted battery percentage. So if the battery is 100% full, then the fuel rods are 0% insertion, which means they're all the way out. And if the thing is empty, then the fuel rods are 100% in. So it saves a lot of fuel doing that. But but they are not connecting. So I wonder if there's like other redstone signal things I could do. Redstone. Maybe it's this. I don't know. I will have to play with it because it's a cool thing to set up. We don't especially need it though. I mean, really we want some dense cables here. Then we want some import bus. And then we want an export bus. So where is our thing? So going up, we can pretty much just throw down some cable ties, or cable anchors, and some cable anchors, and some cable anchors, and we can go dense cable, dense cable. So if we are directly over this, I don't think we have anything in the floor. So we'll go down, down. So this should be pretty safe as far as that goes. We do need to have torches. And I forgot to mark, so let's go here. So this is one of my favorite things about having like journey map or something like that. So we'll add a front of reactor. Confirm. So now we can see where the front of the reactor is and know approximately where we need to go. So we'll bring this down. Helpful if we actually go through the space. Just saying. But one of the difficulties is as the reactor runs down on fuel, it will produce less and less power. So in some ways, I'm not really worried about that because we're not really using a lot of power. But when we get to a certain point, we will be. And I just like to cover our bases before we get there. Is it directly below us now? So let's see what the coordinates are. Front of reactor at 90 minus 46, 0. So we're at so it's going to be 1, 2 here. So what we can do is we can do this. We're going to run into difficulties. Oh yeah, we're going to run into difficulties. Boom. So let's get some dirt out. I were dirt, I would be somewhere around here. Let's do a gravel today. Gravel seems fun. So this... Alright, so that and that. And then we're going to go ahead and... I guess I'm not super worried about it, so we're just going to come along here. I don't see us using a lot of connections in this room. It occurs to me that this was just a faster route going the other way. That's why I changed direction. Stone. We need to set up a recipe for cooking stone for us, so that we don't have to do it later. Just need to bring down some smart cable. Do we have a... We do have facades. So let's do here, and we'll do facade. We want stone. We want anchors. Alright, so we'll do this, and then we'll do smart cable, smart cable, smart cable, smart cable, smart cable. Alright, so we want to export into the import and import from the export. So here we're going to go ahead and throw down for uranium. And throw that here, so that. And now, when we look at the reactor, here, let's get rid of this. I don't have a slab or anything. So this is slowly filling back up. And as it fills up, you can watch the power go back up. So speaking of power, now that we have that taken care of, let's go ahead and... Oh, let's get a WAP in here. A WAP. So we'll put it here. Cable facade, get a WAP, wireless access point, go, pop that there, channel picks up, and now we're no longer using our infinity power stuff. Perfect. So this is full up, we have that. Now we can go here and we can look at our things. So this is very small power storage for us. We need better power storage because it taps out pretty fast. So looking at flux, and I know I am not really doing all of the things that I could be doing as far as... You know, I'm not very organized about how I'm choosing to approach this. So that. So that. So that. And then I think that we need a recipe for that. Let's check. Glass. Yep. So now we can do glass. And we should be able to do that. So in order to make flux, so for example, if we wanted to make one of the, Herculean ones? Gargantuan. So assuming we wanted to make one of these, we need to make flux blocks. So a flux block is basically made two ways. One, you can do this complicated recipe here, or you can smelt redstone. I know, right? Who knew? So we're just going to use the smelting recipe because it seems so much faster and cheaper. So we do not currently have a smelting setup. So in mechanism, there is in fact a furnace. And furnace, energized smelter, is that what it's called? Smelting factory, there we go. So we want to make the energized smelter. We'll switch this to that mode, and that is our recipe for the energized smelter. Like so. And we'll go ahead and we are going to use a lot of, we're going to be smelting a lot of things. So for the moment we'll just do 2. So we need some rose red. Rose red. Man, we have a little bit of that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we need an interface too. I'm actually going to set this to keep. So we're going to take one of these. We're actually going to rename both of them, but we're going to rename them one at a time. Ah, man. I think we're out of time here, guys. Input XP. So I'm just going to rename this and we'll call it input. And then we want smelting chest. So I hope you liked the episode. I know it was a little bit scattered. We did actually get some stuff done. Our fuel issue is, you know, for our power is taken care of. We've set these up, although that doesn't really help us yet. But you know, that's where we are. We'll work with it. But I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, you know, maybe tell me what I did wrong, what you'd like to see. Then I'll know better. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. You folks have a great night.